The beginning is a very delicate time, and this is the beginning of a new Let's Play of Dune Spice Wars. Hello again everyone, Saki here, and I have to say thank you to Christina from Funcom Oslo who gave me this copy of Dune Spice Wars. It's not a sponsored video, however. It's just me sitting down and playing the early access version, so of course things will change in the late game, but I'm excited. I haven't played a Dune game since 2003, I believe. Frank Herbert's Dune came out, and that thing was a train wreck. So hopefully we get some better gameplay out of this one. So let's go ahead and start a new game. And we have our four houses here. House Atreides, Harkonnen, the Smugglers, and the Fremen. Let me take a look at our faction bonuses here. So peaceful annexation, very handy. Other factions lose no authority from treaties with you. That's okay. Benefits more from a high Landsraad standing and cannot pillage neutral villages. So 3 positives and I guess what the developers would consider a negative. Although if you're the Atreides, why would you be pillaging neutral villages anyway? So it fits. House Harkonnen can use the oppression ability. There we go. +5 village resource production per active militia. Always knows the influence flows of other factions, so a good spy network, I assume. But -10 village resource production, that tracks, because who would honestly want to work for Vladimir Harkonnen here? The Smugglers can install underworld headquarters in opponents' villages. That's handy. Can place bounty on Landsraad resolutions, improved interactions with Arrakis, black markets, makes sense. Limited access to the Landsraad, of course. And lastly, the Fremen. Military units have a -30% daily supply drain. Okay, you can run for cheap. Allows you to form alliances with siege outside of your territory. Makes sense. May use thumpers for worm riding. There we go. And limited access to the Landsraad, of course. The Fremen try to do things their own way. And I think for this first playthrough, it would seem interesting to be the Fremen. Their leader, Liet Kynes, so we are sort of in the new Dune, where Liet is female. All right, let's select Liet here. Okay, so we have some better powers with hegemony. And 2 counselors. So of course we have Chani, can use Incite Rebellion on Landsraad resolutions. That's interesting, and +5 intel production per adjacent neutral region. Okay, so take land and keep things around you neutral. And of course, Stilgar. Every new village capture increases siege detection progress, +1 authority production near exploited spice field. Mother Amalo, Reverend Mother, starts with the Shai Halud Temple unlocked, reveals the position of all spice fields. That's handy dandy. And Othium, of course, the Fedaykin leader. 10% units, speed, sand killers when no allies are nearby, power and armor. So it seems like there's no bad counselor for the Fremen. I like them all. Going with Liet, having Chani next to you would be good. But of course, let's roll with old Stilgar. He is a tried and true friend. So do we want to start with Shai Halud temples or get better unit speed? I think I'm going to play a little bit defensively. So I think maybe the Shai Halud temple. Can we see what the Shai Halud temple does? Nope, can't Crusader Kings 3 this and hold and get that real-time encyclopedia. Let's start with Mother Amalo, sure. All right, we will start the game. Now, I haven't seen any gameplay and only have read a little bit about it, so I am going in cold. We're running the tutorial because, quite honestly, I don't exactly know what I'm doing yet, but we'll get there. And hopefully pretty soon you'll be saying, wow, how does he know how to play? Well, it just seems like the right way to do it, that's all. All right, so we have getting started. Yes, we shall. Our first priority is to set up our spice harvesting operations. Yes, we must find a village in the region with a spice field. All right, so I imagine we use our Orni for that. All right, exploring Arrakis is vital. Each region contains points of interest that your ornithopters can recon. So sort of like a civilization, we have an auto recon button, yeah, let's stick nearby. So do I just right click to move? Indeed we do. Ornithopter is on the way.
As
All right.
fast as I can.
Oh, so entering the region, he automatically heads to the area and starts scoping out the place. That is cool. Now let me take a look at this ornithopter. Yes, indeed. Flapping wings, nice and solid. Yep, that is an orny. They didn't get cute Sci-Fi Channel network and put fans on the thing. So what is this patch going to be? Is it Spice? No, it is Sinkalon. All right, villages are defended by militias. If you defeat them, your units will occupy the village, unlocking the possibility of taking control using authority or pillaging for resources. Yeah, I don't want to be evil Fremen unless they're the Harkonnen. Of course, we can't stand those guys. So we'll see if we can do this sort of peacefully here. And is the ornithopter moving? Oh, so there's another point of interest here. So I wonder if this is going to be our spice field. So while we're here, let's take a look at our resources and see what's up. So that is spice. And what is this thing here? So some goes to Chome, some is in our stockpile. So this kind of reminds me of Dune for DOS or Sega CD, if you're old enough to remember that, where I guess the Emperor or the Chome organization wants their fair share of spice, otherwise they're going to bring the smacketh down. All right, Spacing Guild bribe. Of course, yeah, bribing the Spacing Guild here. So of course the Spacing Guild requires some spice to look the other way as we improve. We have our Solaris, base 30, refitted Ornithopter -6. So this is a refitted Orny, which makes sense. Fremen wouldn't have access to a brand new Orny, that is for sure. Plascrete. All right, so that is how we build our stuff, and I guess we get 20 per day, 20 per turn. What are these ticks, I wonder? So it is either January 3rd or March 1st, depending, and 10,192, so this is 1 year after the Atreides took Arrakis, I assume, if my memory serves. Oh, we deal with manpower. Okay, coming from a paradox standpoint, I'm all about the manpower. Water, extremely important, and authority. All right, so Sieges and Fremen Alliance gives us more per turn, so we think we need to work on that. Hegemony out of 25,000. All right, so we're almost 1% of the way there. All right, so we've got some good standing with House Atreides. Duncan has been apparently doing the work here. So a trade and conversations. All right, so we're at Cave of Riches. Now, I thought that was Cave of Ridges, but there could be a Cave of Ridges and a Cave of Riches, sure. But speaking of riches, I have a feeling this may be the spice that we are looking for out here in the desert. Sort of looks a little bit darker there. And what in the gravy is that? Minerals. This area contains a high amount of minerals. Plascrete, factory resource production. All right, so I imagine if we took Sinkalon and built a Plascrete factory there, we would get 50% bonus minerals, so this may be our building operation here. Can we see what we've got here? Armed civilians, suffers panic when they drop below 50% health, that's good to know, so do a lot of damage quickly and get them to turn tail. Suffered pinned down when engaged in melee. All right, so these are kind of like archers in D&D. Get up there and force them to, you know, take an attack of opportunity, as it were, lower their power. All right, that sounds all well and good. What do we have here in Siege Taber? All right, so we can't improve it yet. We need some hegemony. All right, so looking at our military, we have none. It might be a good idea to do some recruiting. Each military unit has a training and upkeep cost. They also cost a certain amount of command points, which limits the size of the army. All right, so 600 health, 18 attack power, 3 defense. It looks like warriors are the way to go. Skirmishers are... Oh, okay, so they plant explosives. They gain camouflage when no enemy is nearby. This is our sneaky sort. All right, so these guys aren't armored. I don't think it would be good to send in skirmishers just yet. I think warriors, enemies engaged in combat with this unit suffer disoriented, so we can stack their negative buffs, get them under 50% health by making them disoriented. I'm sort of seeing the flow here. Yeah, I only give it about 4 days before Spiffing Brit has this thing completely broken. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so we'll recruit, let's see, so this is our command power, I assume. So we can hold up to 18 power, and it looks like each warrior may be 5 power. So we might be able to roll with 3 warriors and 1 skirmisher, although I don't know what my upkeep is. So let's let time tick, let that unit grow, and then we'll see what we're paying per day, month, whichever the tick is. And moving the Orny, let's go a little bit over here, let's say. We'll scope our surrounding areas, and it looks like we can get another Orny online for 400 Solaris. So we make 24 per day-ish. All right, to produce spice, you must capture a village in a region with a spice field. Then you'll need to build spice collectors and deploy a harvester. Okay. Aha!
What does Liet command?
Liet commands you to hold fast and get ready to take whatever village is here, I assume. Man, this Orny. So is this 1 hex? Yes, it is.
Agreed.
All right, so the Orny has scoped out everything it needs. So I imagine this little deposit here may prove fruitful. And I don't know where our capture point is. Would this be our capture point? Speaking of which. All right, let's take a look at our army. So it's 6 per warrior. We can't go too awful big, but we can do 1 more warrior, I would assume. Yeah, we always want to be making positive Solaris. Ah, so there is Buron. So do they have... So just armed civilians, and they're not ranged, so they don't suffer that penalty. So it would be easier to take Sinq-Halan first before we take Buron. But do we want to attack with a full force first? Can we see their attack power? All right, so we can send a 2 for 2, and they're armed civilians, so I don't think their attack power would be that high. Although he says that, and we'll probably get wrecked. So 2 units defending. Looking out to our east, does our Orny see anything worth note? All right, so nothing as of yet. All right, so do we get... Yeah, let's go ahead and try to take Buron. Military units have several statistics. Power, the amount of damage inflicted by each attack. So I guess that is a standard number. They will always do that amount of damage. Okay. So even injured troops do full damage. That's good to know. The amount of damage inflicted, health, armor, and a special ability. Units you lose supply. All right, so I imagine that's their bar down here. A unit with no supply will die from exposure. So, yeah, supply. Make sure you are well supplied. Refill from staying close to a controlled base or village. Deep deserts are especially damaging to supply, as I assumed. All right, so these people... Oh, the militia is out. Let's see how we fare. Go, Fremen, go. Use your Chris knives and make... What in the gravy? Is Siege Tauber throwing artillery? Well, I'm liking the progress. Yeah, it's like, is there friendly fire? Is Siege Tauber nuking our Fremen friends? Let's watch. Okay, good. No friendly fire then from the artillery strike from Siege Tauber. Holy crap, what are they lighting on fire and sending that way? That is nuts indeed. So they're attacking the town? Or what do we do here? Aha. So we take control and we need to spend water and authority to do that. 50% less local production because the village is currently occupied. Yeah, we'll take control of that. All right, so slowly and surely our Fremen are doing that. Now, just for shiggles, I want to see, can we move away from that and still take control? No. Okay, got it. They have to stay within the circle of influence. All right, learning as we go here. Oh, our Orny has stopped. Oh, crap. A crashed ornithopter. What is this all about? Retrieve the flight records. Use Arrakis infiltration agents. or send military units to investigate, and we get that Orni. So we can save some money. These units will disband at the end of the timer. Detect stealth units and sandworms from further away. Or intel. Well, I don't think we have any sort of espionage or spy network, but that can get us going. You need to assign agents. Aha! So we don't have any agents, can't do that. We can patch up the Orni with our military. All right, sounds good. That's a huge patch of sand. All right, let's head up north and see what we can uncover there while our military does the work. And then we can work on getting a harvester up and going and start harvesting the purple cinnamon. All right, over the wall. All right, so a few things to discover here. So in this first zone, all right, so it doesn't automatically go here first. It sort of scopes out the whole hex. So 2 places of interest. Does the hex keep on going? No, okay. All right, so let me know what you find there, Orni. And we have Buron here. All right, strong network. We can assign some militia to train. Do militia cost and how much? So we can get regular militia, ranged militia, and demolition. So the ranged militia, yeah, gets that pinned down when engaged in melee. So we can put a strong front line, perhaps. So 5 manpower. We're making 2 per tick. Okay, 2.5 ticks and 50 Solaris. We've got the Solaris. Let's do 2 regular militias and a ranged, let's say. And then as far as we are concerned, let's get this ornithopter as well. Now, is this deep desert? Are they going to be really short on supply, I wonder? I'm going to take a very close look at this to make sure we don't lose the Fremen that we have.
We are listening.
Yeah, so they are losing supply as soon as they exit the border. Yeah, that's vicious, man. I don't know if we can do that. I definitely do not want to get them killed. So get back in friendly territory if you please. Could we get an ornithopter to drop them off? Use the Orni sort of as transport? Wow, how close do we have to be here? Right there. Okay, so it's not in the border. It's fairly close to town. All right, so you all heal up then. All right, so another town of Arstar. And an abandoned Fremen camp. So send an agent or grab any materials. All right, we get some plascrete from our Orni. Sure, why not? Since we don't have an agent, we might as well make the most of it. Especially since we probably need to build our spice. Ooh, research tree. So assign agents on Chome infiltration. Well, we don't have any agents as far as that is concerned. Unlocks the data center. Okay, what is the data center? By the by, can I see that? No? Okay, survival training. Unlocks the military base and increases max supply. That's going to help them get through the desert. And unlocks the infiltrator unit. Yeah, I think supply would be very good. Village building construction costs less. Well, we're about to build spice harvesting. Buildings are constructed. So in order to get our economy off the ground, I think composite materials may be the way to go. 15% less authority to annex a village. Yeah, both of these are really good. We'll take composite materials first. And then are you healing up? Yes, indeed. Good. Okay, so those composite materials, can we build? Yes, we can. So for our economy, we do need a spice collector. 500 plasteel, or plascrete. Yeah, we can do that. It costs 8 Solaris. Yeah, we're going to be nearly broke if we do that. And 12? Man, that's going to... This better do the work, I say. All right, there we go. Get those spice collectors built. Although part of me wishes we would do that after our research. But I don't want to wait on harvesting when we can get this built, that is for sure. And that should give us more plascrete. Yes, we shall resolve. 213 plascrete, that is what I'm talking about. Now the next thing I want to see, can we, if we move our Orny over here, can we do something like a transport? Maybe one unit on the ornithopter? Because being taken over that way would be really cool. Place a thumper close to military units to attract a sandworm. We can go riding. You know, if we can't do the ye old transport, which it doesn't look like we can. Yeah, there's no board button. So yeah, let's send our Orny on its way north, and let's call a worm. Why not? We're the Fremen, man. Place a thumper. And pick a destination. We're gonna go right over there. Or is that a left click? I think that's a left click. Place a thumper and plopper right there. Oh, I think something's happening. Shai-Hulud?
What does Liet command?
Nice, and we're telling the worm to go. That is outstanding. Take a look at that. So yeah, this will allow us to claim that Orny quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, can we place a thumper and get back? That would be handy before our supply runs out. We definitely need to get that done. Raid detected. Oh crap, they're attacking Siege Tabor. All right, so when we get done with this Orny, we're gonna worm ride right into battle. Hopefully their supply is okay. Okay, so we got our second Orny. Let's plop down a thumper. And we're going right back. Okay, so we have to go, so we can't get up past the shield wall. Got it. All right, so can Siege Tabor hold off? Oh, now if they're gonna come down here, nice, they're getting nuked, and we do have Buron with those ranged units and the melee front line. All right, increase spice production by adding crew to harvesting teams. Okay, so that means our harvester might be almost done. Boom! Yeah, militia doing a good job. All right, did we stop the raid? All right, militia get back. Combat ongoing, not anymore. Construction complete. So that's a lot of plascrete. And Solaris and upkeep. 20% resource production in ally villages in the region and its neighbors. So this should be a neighbor. I kind of think we should build it. Can we build it in Siege Tabor? No, we cannot. All right, so it would be wasted in the deep desert there, but we could get our bonus, so even more plascrete from here if we captured this city and got our plascrete factory up. Although if we built it here, that would be a neighbor and that would be a neighbor, and we could get more resources from rare elements. So yeah, I'm thinking we put our Shai-Hulud temple in Sinkilan. All right, so what is Sinkilan? So 2 ranged units. These guys are going to get in their grill, and they're going to be, oh! A harvesting team. So we don't have a harvester. We just get poor Fremen on the ground? Oh man, that's got to be a slow process. All right, let's get this extra Orny up north. That Orny is doing the work. Yeah, we'll head on over to Sinkilan then. Their supplies should refill as they're going. Second Orny is up and running. What is the maintenance? Ooh, there's some extra stuff. And this Orny is idle. What do we have now? An unassigned agent. We have an agent. And development research. All right, so now that we do have an agent, we can think about agents assigned in Chom infiltration produce more Solaris and influence and gets us a data center. Although we are about to annex a village, and authority Yeah, let's go. Well, 50% reduction on maintenance center construction. So we're not building a maintenance center yet. A maximum assignable crew on the harvesting team gets us spice silos and the bazaar for 9 days. This is 6 days. Since we do have some villages to grab, I think that would be a good early thing, especially since it's going to take us time to get the Fremen over there. And we've got 2 defenders in Kalesk that are ranged, so we can just go bam bam. All right, next. Oh, we know of a spice field over there. So with this hands-on spice harvesting, does this call a worm? Not actually sure. Add a crew for 50 manpower.
We are listening.
Get in their face, Fremen. Yeah, they'll start suffering that penalty when they're in melee. Are they going to get smart and go around, or can I pick one to attack? There we go. Get them both in melee combat, so they have a hard time with their lives. So they get that reduction penalty. Outstanding. Who is you? Just local raiders. Raiders can come out of hidden sieges to free villages from your control. I like that verbiage. To free from your control as you are the oppressor. Each raid suffers gives a chance to reveal the siege it came from. Okay. Are they going to shoot at my Orni as it flies by? I don't think they have any ranged attack. All right, so every 25 days, you will have to pay the Spacing Guild bribe. Failing to do so will cause various penalties, like the Emperor being very upset. Collected spice can be stockpiled or sold to Chom for Solari. You can change the amount of spice you sell in favor of stocks. The spice to Solaris exchange rate changes frequently, so it is a freaking stock market. All right, so as of now, 1 spice is 2 Solaris, and we're putting some in the stockpile as well. And we do have our Spacing Guild bribe. Oh, we can confirm that. Nice. So that quest is done. Combat's still ongoing. Yes, and our agents. So what do we want to do? Assign agents to various postings to get different bonuses. Each agent has a special trait. Assign agents generate intel and other resources. Intel allows you to launch spy missions. Unassigned assign agents improve relevant infiltration, unlocking new missions. All right, so we get a new agent in 4 minutes and 11 seconds. We can do counterintelligence if we think people are climbing up on us. And because we have Tariq, we get faster recruitment speed. So this is a good first agent to have for sure. So do we want to do Spacing Guild? Manpowers from production, intel production, Spacing Guild infiltration production. The Atreides authority production. That's good. And siege detection speed. I think that would be handy indeed. Yeah, we're not going to spy on them directly, the Chomes. So more Stellaris and the Landsrat influence. So yeah, we make 2 per turn, as it were. We could basically increase that up by 33%. Landsrat infiltration. All right. So once we get intel, we can set up vision, supply drain, reduces enemy power, giving supply drops. And then that's the big stuff that really starts costing a lot of stuff. So right now it looks like Arrakis to poison the reserves in the gear sabotage, and we need Spacing Guild for a supply drop. We might need Spacing Guild support here. Let's try it. We'll get another agent in 411. How is combat doing at the sinkhole? We should be doing fairly well. Yep, so still plenty of supply, only 3/4 down on that. Now when one ranged unit goes down, do they automatically change their focus to the next unit? So how micro is combat here? Yes, indeed. And he's moving around. I wonder if you get flanking bonus. That would be awesome. All right, so we are ready to take control or pillage. No, we don't need to pillage. We can take control. And I don't know if that counts as annexing. It seems like taking control isn't exactly an annex. But we'll take it now while we're here. Nice. We'll heal up, get things set. And where is our other ornithopter? Aha! Over here looking at this stuff as well. I wonder if there is better visibility on the Ornies. Rise to power. You will now need troops to take control of the village we spotted in the spice field. Yes, we have done that. So I think we might be ahead of the tutorial for a little bit. We're making progress. We need to do is start collecting spice, which we are. Confirm that. What is our next point of order? Ooh, what is that, a siege? The more villages and military units you control, the more water you need. Oh, crap. Yeah, so if each village takes 5 water, we need water production. Yeah, we don't need unrest. Wind traps, gotcha. So that's like Emperor Battle for Dune. We need to get a wind trap built pronto. Ooh, 6 wind strength. I think this would be a good place for a wind trap. All right, wind trap, wind trap. Wind traps right here. All right, so it costs 4 to upkeep and 4, okay, 3 water for each level of wind. Yeah, I think that's going to be very handy. That should set us up well. All right, and what was this? The abandoned Fremen camp. So send an Orny to investigate. We get more plascrete, which we're starting to do some building. Or study the tracks. If we have Arrakis infiltration, we can increase siege detection. But we were working our agents on the Spacing Guild, and in 235, we're gonna have another. I think we wanna study the tracks on this just to see how that works. So our next agent will be in Arrakis. We'll see if we can get some Arrakis infiltration up in this piece. Horny. Yes, indeed. Head south even more. What do we got? A trade request from Vladimir.
What do you want?
No, what do you want? You're the one that called me. All right, so the Fremen, Liet Kynes, gives up 236 plascrete, so half of our stock, and not 48 of our influence for 238 Solaris. No, we're good on money, there, Baron. How dare you talk to me? Come with a better proposal than that, good sir. Hello, Orny.
What do you need?
I need you to fly down here, sir.
We'll look there.
All right, so we can't go that way? Oh, we're at the edge of the map, so we need to go more east and south. Got it. Okay, so we are in the southwestern corner of the galaxy. Got it. Walrus. Uh-oh, so there's some walrus-eye here. And demolition militia. Ranged attacks deal area damage. Receives pinned down. So that is definitely a storm them and get in their face ASAP.
Agreed.
All right, what is this now? A bribe default. So we didn't get enough spice for the Spacing Guild bribe. A new spice tax has been established. Spacing Guild demands 180. Currently expected stocks for the next tax around 199. Yeah, we don't have a mechanical harvester. Next research. All right. Dune Wanderers. Ooh, 30% reduction in military unit water upkeep. So our armies are using 6. 30% off of that. Okay, that's not... We're about to get a lot of good water. Unlocks the recycling vats. Paracompass. Recon speed of points of interest. Yeah. So higher speed on the Ornies. Military units have 30% less daily supply drain. Yes, let's get them a paracompass. And once we get that researched, our 2 Ornies can go ham. Speaking as of which...
Ready for patrol.
Okay, so you are patrolling. We have no idle Yeah, let's get another crew up in this piece. 51 manpower. So yeah, we'll get some extra spice up in this piece. Yeah, we definitely do not want to default on our loans here. 3 resolutions are put up to vote at every council. Each faction can use votes or influence to pass counter resolutions. Some special resolutions called charters may be unlocked. Each charter has unlock conditions. All right, so what do we got? Water regulation, 30% water upkeep. We definitely do not want that. Oh, so because we have limited Landsrad interactivity, we can't do votes? So do we spend our influence to gain votes? Either that or we will not be affected by what is going on here. Just the Atreides and the Harkonnen? Maybe the smugglers? Not sure with their limited interaction. Ooh, Sandstorm. That thing looks vicious. Sandstorms reduce production in nearby villages. They may destroy military units, Ornies, and harvesters alike. Controlled villages can shelter military units. Still, the best way to survive a sandstorm is fleeing. Does it move? Is this thing coming for me? Or is it just going to chill right there? Yeah, I'm going to watch this like an Atreides hawk.
As fast as I can.
I can't tell if that's moving. If we start seeing this Orny taking damage, we will definitely leave. It kind of looks like we're skirting it. Looks like this is going to be fine. As long as we don't fly to Curtanum, that should be fine. Ooh, I like the lighting. Yeah, so a couple new points of interest as well. Our next point of action. So, Plascrete Factory. Can we get a Plascrete Factory here? We need some militia as well. So, the Plascrete Factory needs more Plascrete for upkeep, but it will produce more Plascrete. And we get that 50% bonus here as well. Or if we do a Shai-Hulud Temple, it's even more resource production. So if we do that first, get the Shai-Hulud Temple up, get that into a Plascrete Factory. Oh, jeez, the sandstorm is moving. You guys?
We won't waste time. Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you get into town, please? Shelter in place. All right, so that answers my question if the sandstorms move. That is a vicious looking dude. Ooh, we're stealth. Hopefully not taking too much damage, but yeah, you guys don't move. All right, so we needed our Arrakis infiltration up to do that one mission. So Lena, produces 50% more of every resource but infiltration. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to send her on Arrakis. So she'll start working on that. We almost have one with the Spacing Guild. All right, sounds good. So it said it would damage harvesters, but these Fremen are pretty hunkered down. Is it going to damage buildings as well? That's probably going to be a thing. All right, so next point of business, Kulisek. Yeah, they're ranged. So since the sandstorm has passed, let's get them up into Kulisk. Which way you going? You going to climb up the rocks? All right, they're coming. Get in their grill. You take you, and you take you. Just be sure that both of you get in their face. Now, can Siege Tabr lower the boom from here? What is your artillery range? Not sure. They're just going to have to hash it out themselves.
All clear.
Yes, indeed, all clear. Good job surviving that sandstorm. Ooh, that looks like a pretty big place. That's going to take some gumption to get that. All right, how are things here? Nice. So the Shai-Hulud temple is built. We'll go right into a plascrete factory, and that should really give us even more plascrete. It'll be interesting to see if this changes. 45 and then on top of that another 50%. All right, ongoing siege. Yeah, we'll take control. The Landsraad Council vote. Okay, so it was just letting me know that the vote was coming up. Gotcha. So we do not support, but we don't have any votes to throw in. Okay, so we use influence for votes. Oh, so yeah, if you have votes, you can use them, and then if not, you use influence. All right. Ooh, extra authority production. I like that. We can definitely throw in some votes for us. Military development completion speed. So I definitely want the more authority. We'll throw 100 votes on Imperial propaganda, and we will support that with 10 votes, sure. And I think our votes are locked in, so we'll definitely do that. All right, 40% on that Orni. The next Orni is over there at Hulga. And definitely some bigger cities out east, that is for sure. Who is you? Atreides, our friends. Yep, this is our stuff. Well, will be our stuff. Have a look around, but don't go poking your nose at it just yet. All right, Kalesk is ours. All right, is there anything in this region to note? The rare elements. So we can make a processing plant here as well with our brand new Kalesk. So a processing plant requires structured warehouse. Okay, so yeah, that research is almost done. We can get the processing plant after here. Outstanding. All right, so you all getting that done. Boron. Water is good. I want to keep my building slots open for wind traps. The next point of reference is R-Star. And what do you have? Whole lot of nothing, really. Yeah, we're not going over to Quartium. All right, so what do you all have in here? So they're just regular militia. All right. In we go. See if we can expand a little bit. We do have some... All right, so we're doing okay there. We're even on plascrete. So once that plascrete factory is up and running, we'll be okay. We got our village controlled. Let's add some militia. 2 regular militia and arranged. Okay, voting ends in 4 days. We'll see the product of our votes. Come one, come all. Poke your head out so I can see you. Yep, you handle you. You handle you. All right, so they're sort of ganging up on me. Looks like we're doing more damage output than they are on us. Outstanding. All right, so the next research was going to be structured warehouses to get the processing plant. So we'll work on that. We know about our combat. Voting in 3 days. All right, construction is complete. Our plascrete factory is up, and we're making 48. Outstanding. So we can continue building elsewhere that we need to. Oh, we've got raiders. All right, so our Fremen are a little bit indisposed, but if they're coming to say hello to Buron, we do have those 2 militia plus range, and if they get close to Siege Tabor, we know that they lower the artillery strikes. Oh, so they're keeping back. Gotcha, gotcha. So you fight up you, and then range can just shoot who they can see. All right. Next, Orny. We know Spice is over there, and we'll head over here. All right, siege is done. All right, nice. Plus 20% experience gains for all of your military. These locals can train your troops in desert tactics. Like the sound of that. Tomorrow the vote ends. So we lost one militia, but we still have one solid. Unfortunately, not close enough to be hit with artillery. But we should be okay as far as that is concerned. Landsrad results. All right, so they support more water upkeep. So that is, that's, yeah. We'll put in another wind trap to sort of offset that. Nice. So, yeah, we got, with our extra votes, we got more authority production. And people decline. Okay, that's fine. Another leader wants a word. I admire the riches of your resource deposits, partner. How can I help you take advantage of them? All right, so, yeah, kind of like Civ. If we do something that the factions like, they'll tell us all about it. All right, so do we have to reinforce our militia? We do. So let's just get another militia out there. And we need that wind trap out here as well. So we need to spend another add another building slot and get another wind trap out here. Oh, it's just one. Okay, okay, okay. So what do we want to do with it then? More plascrete. So the buildings in this zone, I imagine. So a lot reduction of upkeep and buildings reduce plascrete upkeep. Okay, so we've got, yeah, the plascrete reduction in our spice collector would be pretty good. Does this require, okay, so that doesn't require upkeep either. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. So since this place is sort of at odds, so we can do more manpower since yeah. So if that is Fremen wide, a recruitment center here to give us more manpower to get our military forces at least one higher, because we're going to start getting into 3 militias here and there. I think recruitment would be a good idea. So we'll put down a recruitment office. All right, as our star is ours. Let's get 2 militia and arranged, just in case. And our next target would probably be Walrus, since it's right by us. So our infantry will stay right there. Can we go ahead and recruit a skirmisher? No, that's demolitions. Yeah, I think another warrior. The Fedaykin would be nice, that is for sure. We require a call to arms on that strategy. Burpo. You can trade with a siege to improve your relations with it. If a siege in your territory, which it is, and you reach max relation, you can forge an alliance using an agent as a passive ability. Oh crap, these guys are loaded for bear. 2 ranged, 2 regular militias, 2 heavy militias, 2 demolitions. So form an alliance. Must have 100 relations. Can we talk to you? So this is what you want. Trade 10 water for 4 spice production. So yeah, we need to get more wind traps out here to get more water production. That is for sure. All right, so let's get a building slot open there. Another wind trap out here. And then while we're at it, militia, and ranged. All right, so we need to wait for our manpower to grow. All All right, so stockpile is almost up. We'll have the 180 bribe for the Spacing Guild. That is awesome. Yeah, we cannot take Burpo. And hey! Oh, that's our militia being recruited. I thought, yeah, that was our new unit. But nope, warrior is coming online shortly.
What does Liet command?
What do you need?
Oh, we lost an Orny. Oh, crap. Yeah, that's Harkonnen. All right, so we found our neighbors. Yeah, let's get this Orny out of here. Next up on the docket. Yeah, you just get out of there, buddy. All right, so the smugglers have found us. We'll try to get Walrus before they do.
We'll move fast.
Yep, move that away, please. So Walrus has 2 regular militia and the demolition. So I think what we want to do is triple team the demolitioner. That way he can suffer his penalty. We don't get blown to smithereens and all that good stuff. All right, so what is our water production? Man, villages are eating up a lot of water. So Wind Trap is coming online soonish. Yeah, so manpower production, Solaris production is going to be big. So maybe lower that down. A renowned merchant. Set up a merchant in a village. Get 500 Solaris and 100 hegemony. Yeah, that, we're pretty much even Steven with everyone as far as that's concerned. Yeah, I think that would be build an economy building. So is that empire-wide or in a certain town? So it just says economy buildings. So what kind of economy building? More plascrete probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah, we got 21 water now. Yeah, I guess a plascrete factory. We'll do that. Now, can we trade with that siege that we found earlier? Trade 10 water for spice. Start trading. All right, so I wonder, are they... Yeah, we got the construction. Got the siege, that's fine. Imperial propaganda, bribe default. Yeah, hopefully the bribe default goes away. All right, next up.
We will help if we can. They don't belong here.
Yeah, head to Walrus, please. And then we'll find the range dude and triple team him if we can. Nice, new agent. So we've got Arrakis 1. Oh, and we had that, is that this? Yeah. So once we take this, we'll be able to get to that abandoned Fremen camp. So we don't need Arrakis. Should we do Chom for more Solaris production in Intel? Let's see, knowledge per global production is increased by 1% per infiltration level as Sook. Well, where is the diamond on your forehead, good sir? Yeah, we'll work on Landsrad. Get more votes when it's all said and done, I believe.
Liet,
All right, where is the range dude? There you are. Yeah, y'all just get in his face. Make him pay. Yeah, if we can get the range dude down, then they can go about their business.
All clear.
All right, next level of research. 1 maximum assignable crew and harvesters and unlocks the bazaar and silos. Intelligence network. So, yeah, land agents produce 100% more influence. Survival training, military base, and max supply. Yes, since we're going to start heading across the desert, I think it's time to focus on our military.
this is our home.
Nice, and old Bomberman is nearly dead. Yeah, and they're all going to town on that poor dude. Can't see his, yeah, he doesn't stand a chance there. Nice, so perhaps over-preparing just a bit, but we will be able to take Walrus just fine. All right, so since we have the plascrete, building a plascrete factory there, do we have open building slots in Buron? We would pay for it. Do we have open building slots? Well, we're gonna have open building slots in Walrus. How about our star? All right, perfect. So nothing too awful special here. Not a whole lot of wind speed either. So a research hub for more research. Listening post for influence. That would be handy. A craft workshop gives us more victory points per day. And then more plascrete. So buildings. In ally villages and its neighbors. So that would only be Siege Tabor. That would be Kulisek, and that would be Walrus as well. Why not? Let's try a maintenance center. That way, if those guys get built up, they can have a reduction of costs. All right, sweet. So more plascrete. We'll use our influence and take Walrus peacefully. Then we can get the siege detection. Outstanding. All right, so it looks like this trade is ongoing. Relations are at -8. So it's going to be a long-term thing. So is that... Okay, so that is always running. So we'll definitely need more wind traps here. How is the wind in Walrus? Pretty low. All right, another wind trap here, please. That way we can get some more water up. Because new villages, new people, more water. More water, more problems. All right, all three of those guys are healing up. We are at our command limit, so no military forces. Keeping the army nice and small. All right, so we made our bribe guild, or guild bribe. They want 216 next? Holy crap. Yeah, let's put more in the stockpile until we reach our bribe level. But at least we made it and we're not defaulted anymore. 500 Solaris and a hegemony. Nice, so we'll claim that from our economy building. Construction done on the maintenance center. All right, the next thing we want, or first thing we want to build, I assume. All right, so we got some more manpower. Definitely want to make sure we are on defense since we can't build any proper military yet. And what do we want to build here? Plascrete, the Shialu Temple. Let's do a research hub. Try to get more science. Try to be educated here. All right, council vote is coming up. So, 50% building construction cost reduction for the Fremen. That's nice. That is nice indeed. We only have 49 votes, though. Landsrad guards. We'll throw in a token vote. We're going to decline that, but not put in any votes there. But the 50% reduction in building construction costs, we'll throw in the remainder of our votes there. Not too powerful. We might have overshot our first vote.
What do you need?
All right, I need you to tell me where you're at so you can continue on. All right, what is that? Crashed shuttle. All right, you are already investigating another discovery, but because we have Arrakis infiltration, we can get a random accessible development by 2 days. Okay, that's cool. Or the Solaris. What's the, is that just one? We get one Solaris for that, for the crash shuttle? That doesn't seem too good. All right, got water coming in to try to offset that trade with Burpo. All right, next will be Cartanium. 2 ranged and a regular militia. Can we call a worm to get there quick, fast, and in a hurry? That would be nice. Place a thumper. And we want to go... All right, so we can only go as far as here, but that will definitely save the walking. All right, on we go. And it can carry all 3. All right, so we've used all of our thumpers. Is it on a timer when we get a thumper back? That would make sense for sure. Yeah, just mowing on through. All right, so you don't have any buildings that help its neighbors, which would be handy indeed. I wonder if we could do another Shai-Hulud temple and maybe double dip a bit. We'll give that a run.
We won't waste time.
And let's get to Cartanium. All right, new research. More command points for a bigger army. And then manpower upkeep is reduction. Unlocks the barracks. Assign 1 more agent to the spacing guild. 1 extra militia and a missile battery limit. Okay. What is advanced engineering? Ooh, better health on all buildings and more plascrete. So that will save me from having to build so many plascrete factories, I think. And I would be interested to know when we get our thumpers. If it's kind of on a timer or what. Yeah, these dudes are on... Oh man, you have to go down the back way? It's a good thing that they took the... Oh crap. A Harkonnen Orni flying overhead. Yeah, hopefully they can take this town quickly. Because I imagine their supply is going to be on the struggle bus. That is for sure. But if they can take it and keep going... All right, we got it. So study the tracks. We'll do that. And how is combat?
What does Liet command?
Dudes.
Arrakis is our home.
Let's see if we can take care of them quickly. I have a bad feeling about our supply unless we are getting supply from Cartanium or it only goes down while we walk. That would be sort of good to know. All right, council results. So House Atreides gets lowered construction. House Atreides gets Landsrad units. And, yeah, less influence production supported. Well, that's no good for anybody. All right, we got him knocked out. And just curiously watching that supply to see, okay, so while they're fighting, they're losing supply. So hopefully they can annex this,
We will help if we can.
Oh, so the range unit didn't decide to show up. Yeah, get on that range unit and make him regret his life choices, please. And we better do it quick. We are losing a lot of health from lowered supply. Yeah, we're sort of surrounded here. Yeah, we may lose this military. Luckily, we've got 33 manpower to try this again. But I feel I have been denied critical need-to-know information. All right. Fine. New military. Now, we do have the infiltrator now. So plus 80 power on the first attack in combat. Gain camouflage when no enemy unit is nearby. Only visible from close range. So yeah, with a 20 base attack power, only 1 on the defense though. So they hit hard. So we don't want to do both. But 1 warrior and 1 skirmisher will definitely be pretty good to go. All right, and we met another siege as well. So trade another 10 water for 4 spice production. Yeah, I think that would be pretty good. Tell you what, auto recon, now that you're out there in the boonies. Yeah, if we could strike House Harkonnen, that would be pretty good, but I've got a bad feeling that their army would be really close by. Oh, and nice. So Siege Tabor can be upgraded with extra districts. So an investment office, economy development completion speed, military, economy, or military, yeah. So depending on which complex we put down, we get the first tick of that. And I don't know if military would be the way to go with the Harkonnen right bias and several other cities to grab. We might do a military district first, but we need economy to support the military. Yeah, we need 1,500 Solaris as well. Okay, so now that our stockpile is full, we'll try to put more money in our pocket before the next bribe. That should help us out. And I think that will be a good stopping point for now. So let me know what you think about Dune Spice Wars. We'll definitely be finishing this run. And if you like what you see, we'll do all 4 eventually. So that will do it for me, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you in the next Dune video. Take care.